it's Deborah from Tin Teddy. Today I'm going to make a really simple but fun and quick and easy Happy Halloween tag for you to use on your treat bags or any gifts or projects you're making this Halloween. I'm going to start off by using these nesting dies from Nellie Snedden. These are one of my very favourite sets of dies, and if you've had a look at any of the tutorials on the Tin Teddy blog, you'll see that I use them quite often for different projects. I'm going to use the smaller pair, the frame and the decorative scalloped edged inner, and I'm going to cut these out of card. And I've cut the frame out of a piece of 180 GSM bright orange Halloweeny card, and I'm cutting the middle part out of some black paper. This is quite thin paper from Do Crafts, but you could use card instead. So if you haven't got these sort of dies, you could use any rectangular dies. You don't even have to make it rectangular, or you could just cut the rectangles and then perhaps use a corner rounder punch to make the nice rounded corners if you preferred. So this is the two outer pieces. I'm now going to use some Distress ink from Ranger, one of my again favourite products, and this is brushed corduroy, which is a very useful general purpose dark brown distress ink. I have a little dauber for applying it. You could use a little sponge, and I'm just going to brush the ink onto the very edge of my rectangle. And you see some goes on the front, just a little bit. Most of it goes sort of on the side of it. And it just gives a general distress look. This technique is one that lots and lots of paper crafters are using. And using on lots of different projects. And it gives this rather nice distress look. And if I just compare that to one that's not been distressed, you'll see it just gives it a bit of an older look. I'm going to take my front panel and I'm going to use a tape roller, which is quick and easy. I'm just going to put some tape on the back, and then I'm going to stick the panel near the bottom of my orange background. There we go. Just push that to one side for a moment, and I'm going to choose an image to be featured on this particular tag. You can see I've done a couple already, and this is the Tin Teddy 1" squares vintage Halloween sheet that's new in the Tin Teddy shop, and I'm going to pick a panel that I like. I'm quite liking this jack-o'-lantern chappy over here. The 1" squares are very handy for small tags and projects like this, and all I have to do is just cut out the square. Just using scissors. You could use a 1" hole punch if you preferred, but I have to say cutting out squares is nice and easy. There we go. There's my 1" square. Now, to make a nicer finish on it, I'm going to use a black Sharpie pen. I'm going to hold my image face down and run my Sharpie along the edges like this. Make sure you hold it face down when you're doing this, then if you slip it'll draw on the back of the image and not ruin the front. So I'm just rubbing it along, and this gives the effect, makes the image look a bit tidier, it looks like I've cut it out better, and it also gets rid of any white. And when we're making a tag that's using all dark colours, we don't really want some distracting white lines. On the back of my tag I'm going to put a sticky peel off. It just came off here. I'm just going to trim it a little bit, as it's just a little bit long. Put that on the back and pick off the backing. There we go. So there's my little Halloween chappy, and we'll put him near the bottom again of my tag. Okay, next I want my Happy Halloween motto, and what I've done is I've just done these on my computer. I did them very quick. I've just done an orange background and then written the words Happy Halloween in a cheerful font. If you would like these for yourself, you can download them from the Tin Teddy blog. There's a download link there, obviously for free. You can just download them and print them out as you want them, or you could just make your own. If you've got some Halloween stamps, you could stamp it, or you could even just write it on with a pen if you wish. There we go. I'm just going to cut out one of the Happy Halloweens. Again, I'm going to get my distress ink and my distress ink dauber. And again, I'm going to put some brown around the edge. Because this is much thinner paper, this is a very thin, lightweight card, about 80 GSM I think, almost as thin as photocopier paper really. The ink it's much harder to get a tidy edge, and you'll see it's smudged over it a bit. But I'm going for a grungy look, so that's absolutely fine. Put it back on my distress ink. So this just gives a nice scruffy look, and if we compare it to the one that I didn't distress, you'll see it just gives it this nice grungy look. So we're going to put a little bit of, let's get my tape roller the right way up, Halloween, and we'll put that up on the top. There we go, on the top of my thing. I'm just going to put a little mark where the middle is. Bring in my crocodile punch, and I'm going to make a mark, punch a hole. There we go. So I punched a hole in the top, and then I'm going to get some of this, this is paper ribbon, and it's very cheap, easy to buy. You can buy it in craft shops. You can also find it in florists and shops like that. There we go. Scrap of that. I'm going to fold it in half, scrump it up a little bit, push it through the hole, open it out again if I can, push the little taggies through, there we go, and there we are, and we have our Happy Halloween tags all ready to pop onto your trick-or-treat bag or your Halloween presents. Very simple, and this is great. You can make a bunch of them at once and it won't take you very long.